Hi, everybody. Well, you may have heard the term nature nurtures, and it's true. Kids and adults alike who spend time outside are just happier, less anxious, more focused.
And today on ATX Good News, we're talking about a new nonprofit with a mission to put a park in every elementary school in Austin.
That's right. And our guest today is Charlotte Harrigan, who is leading the way to green up and clean up local elementary schools and make them more beautiful. Charlotte, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us what sparked this idea for Plant Community, this new nonprofit, and why you think it's really needed in local schools.
Well, Plant Community got started because we saw this need at our public schools. So much of the outdoor spaces are failed lawns that, depending on the season, are either too hot and dusty to play on or too muddy to play on. So our organization wants to use our expertise in native landscaping to build these parks at every school so that every child, regardless of circumstance, can access the benefits of nature. And they don't have to go, they don't have to travel for it. It's right there at their front door where they spend half of their lives.
That is so great. Well, we're watching some video of some of the work after you've been involved in some of these schools right now. We know you're just getting started. You've already worked, though, on some elementary campuses. Tell us a little bit about the transformations that your organization has made happen and what they've made the students feel like.
Well, we've done two projects to date. One is a courtyard at Gillette Elementary, and the other is the entire front acre of Davis Elementary. And these were largely unused spaces because of the failed lawns. There it is. And it's been great because we did basically, particularly at Davis, an overhaul. It was a series of these small spaces contained by different chain link fences. And we took all that away. We installed trails that weave through a wildflower meadow, an orchard of drought tolerant fruit trees, outdoor classrooms, and we installed a woodland of over 100 shade and understory trees. And it's just been so lovely to see the different ways the kids engage in this space now that they have it. It's been incredible. Like it's changing all the time, especially in spring. There's new flowers popping up every week, and they have so many lizards to chase now.
And this is the rain garden, right? Or
yes,
talk about how that's made a difference over it. This is Davis, right? Yeah, tell us about that.
This is Davis Elementary. So this area in particular that you're looking at, during heavy rainfalls, it would fill with water. There was a drain there, but it couldn't keep up with the amount of rainfall we get because we all, know how much rainfall we get during Memorial Day and those episodes in Austin. So also the drain would clog up with leaves and dirt. So what we did was very simple. We installed a rain garden that's not just beautiful, but functional. And these native plants that you see here, their roots are so deep, some being 20 feet long, that it creates a sponge. So now the water drains, and not only does it drain, it recharges our Edwards Aquifer. And may I add that these classrooms have not flooded since.
Yay! We're really seeing the benefits of this work. I know we looked at pictures of video at Davis and Gillette Elementary, and these are places that have pretty thriving PTA school at their schools. But I know that you would like to target Title I schools in low-income areas. Talk about why that's important to your project.
Well, Davis and Gillette were done in large part because they have such an active community and an active PTA, and they were able to make this happen. We think that's inequitable, and we want to help. And Title I schools are, the teachers and staff are so dedicated. And so what we do is we reach out to the principal, we tour the school with them. We learn about the ways they want to use the space. And then with fundraising and in-kind donations, we're able to cover the cost of the design, the installation, and the maintenance of our Title I projects.
Beautiful.
Wow. And I know this has to make a difference for not just the children, but the educators at these schools. What kind of feedback have you gotten from them?
That's a good question. I remember there was an ECSE teacher, which ECSE stands for Early Childhood Special Education. She came up to me right after we installed these a series of stumps that are like differing heights, and the kids love to climb on them and play King of the Mountain and stuff. It's really cute. But she came up to me and she said, I have this child who struggles with coordination and he's lacking core strength. And I've been working with him all year. I have to tell you, I have seen so much improvement since y'all have installed these because he keeps pulling himself up and he's so drawn to these and he goes out and plays on them every day. And then I also, some other feedback I got was, the kindergarten classes, they study the cycle of the chrysalis. And before they were looking in books and looking at slides on screens. And now they could go outside and they can easily find caterpillars, cocoons, butterflies. And I mean, that just makes us so happy because that's what outdoor learning is about.
It really does benefit their emotional and mental well-being. Charlotte, we wish you so well with this new project. If people want to get involved and help you sow these seeds, how do they do that?
Well, you can support us by following us on Instagram. Our handle is plant_community_ATX. You can also visit our website, plant-community.org, and just follow along. And there's also a donate button on there. If you feel so inclined, we would be so grateful for any donations you can make.
Great. We'll put those handles, we'll link to them on our socials when we post this as well. So thank you so much for your time. We want to thank everybody else for viewing and watching and being part of ATX Good News. Remember, if you see good news happening in your community, send it to us at atxgoodnews@gmail.com.